Welcome back, Generals, to another Let's Fix Generals 0 Hour to make the best game ever. Good, so last session we did start implementing some improvements for the debug text messages of debug cheats. Yeah. So we probably want to test this. But before we do that, let's see if there is any updates here. Okay, we have a link here. Let's take a look at that. Currently, the only way to remove characters from the end of a string is by calling remove last char. If there are multiple characters that need to be removed, remove last char must be called in a loop. Each call results to a call to strlen or this, which is quite wasteful when done in a loop. This change introduces two new methods for string classes to alleviate this: truncate by and truncate to. Truncate by will remove a given number of characters from the end of a string. Truncate to will remove characters from the end of the string until it is of a given length. Okay, makes sense. Each of these will result in a single call to strlen, thus saving an extra call per character. Synchronous truncate by truncate to. Done this PR. Okay. Okay. That's not a good start. Failed after 1 minute. Okay. Reverse find. Oh, it touches quite a lot of files. Oof. Why is this code suddenly longer? It went from 2 lines to 6 lines, 7 lines. What? Why? Okay, that I appreciate. This is shorter. This is great. But why is this so long? May I add a comment here? Can this be written shorter? This is awfully lots of code here. It really looks bad. This looks really bad because it's just so much. This one is nice. I appreciate that. This one is also nice. This is nice. Truncate by 4. Okay, let me so this one looks good. This looks good. This looks good. This is good. This is This is also good. Great. Truncate to while this is larger than length. This is larger than that. Truncate to, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, truncate by. Truncate by. Yeah. Min Shaka Len Min. Sorry about that. Sorry about that as well. So if this is a trim, haven't we seen this here as well? This looks like it's trimming trailing characters. Perhaps expose that as a function in ASCII string as well. C, ASCII, trim. Okay, so this one looks good. W space, get char. I'm wondering about this truncate. Excellent. Is this correct? Index +1. Pam dot. Pam dot. Glorious. Oh, glorious. Oh boy. It's very difficult to read. This code is very difficult to read. Looks good in principle. Going forward, we can also optimize the string classes to store their length. So this is a refactor minor. Okay. Truncate while char. Truncate while char. Yeah. Okay, let's get back to our code. So I would like to test if the debug works, the messages. So let's open the command map debug. Yeah. Here, original. And let's search for, I don't know. For example, we touched vision debug, for example, right? Actually, let's take a look at what we touched. Okay, so toggle special power delays, for example. Control S is off, is on, off, on, off, on. Okay. Next. What about give all sciences? Oh, that's a cheat. Let's go here. Toggle message text. Toggle message text. Alt T. Alt T. Message is enabled. That works. Cycle lot level. Alt minus. Now the question is, where's the minus? Oof. Ah, there. I pressed it somehow. Ah, there we go. Low, very high, high. Okay. I don't see any change in behavior though. It still looks the same. Okay. What is this? Cycle extend type. And there's the conditions. That's weird. Extend, if extend. Okay, let's do this one here then. Cycle extend type. Oh, it's disabled. Okay. What else do we have? Toggle music. Toggle music. Control Shift M. Music is on. Well, that toggle doesn't work. Did I break it? Hold on. Maybe it's because that I don't hear any music. That's weird. Let's search for it. So is music playing is off. Resume audio. Doesn't work. Okay, but that's a different issue. Okay, let's try the AI debug. Control A. Okay. Off. 2. Well, that looks pretty. Okay. Oh, it's a target destination and the location. Okay. I appreciate the debugs. Yeah. No, it doesn't disappear though. Yeah. Oh wow. Water. Impassable terrain. This is actually a pretty useful debug. So you can see all the impassable areas with this debug. That's pretty cool. That is a pretty cool debug. I appreciate this. Yeah, that's nice. That is really nice. Oh, I hear the music now. Okay, let's toggle music again. Off. Okay. Let's turn it on again. Okay, looks like it takes a while to trigger. I have it turned on. Maybe it needs to wait until like the muted track is done and the new one starts. That could be, right? I really like this debug. It looks great. Yeah. Cool. 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 Okay, but it looks like our change works. Let's look through if we see any error here. Let's look from the bottom. Formats. Debug win. Okay. This looks pretty good to me. Formats. Okay, looks pretty good to me. Let's take a look at this one. So this adds a message no format with a color and without the color. This is pretty straightforward. Maybe let me go to this function here, in-game UI. In-game UI. Let's make this a space and this as well. Fetch a substitute format. Okay, let's also see, we can quit the game. And let's go to game defines, and we need to see if it compiles with the substitutes turned off. Yeah. Okay, let me create a new branch. Call this debug, or let's call this a polish debug debug messages. So this is 0 hour. How do we call this? By the way, we didn't test this yet, right? Hold on. Okay, so this compiles, that's good. I'm not sure if we tested the format yet. Hold on. We need to find one where it says format. How about... Yeah, we had this one. We tested this one. This one worked. Okay, so we already tested this. Okay. Yeah, it was fine. Good. Then this is improve let's say add localization labels for debug command messages, or two debug command messages. Add localization labels to debug command messages. Okay, so that's the first. And then the next change we will do is we add text to all missing ones. All right. So let's search for all meta demos. Yeah. And there are lots. Oh, I just realized this one here needs to be fixed. Okay, so how about we take this as our template. Yeah. Okay, so we're looking at yeah, let's start here at the top. Allow Alt F4. Huh. Okay. Okay, switch teams. Get player count. What? Ugh. Switch teams. Isn't there a isn't there a function to get local player index? Why does it have to be so complicated? Yeah, okay. That's another story, I guess. Okay. Okay, so there's no... I don't know if there has to be a... Switch teams. Okay, here we can have a... Okay, we say message no format. Format, adjust slot. To do a hack for evaluation remove. Do we have like a get lot or not? Lots. We have a just slot and that's it. Huh. Okay, debug, adjust lot. Adjust lot, decrease, debug, decrease slot, decrease LOD. Okay. This one is increase LOD. Okay. Okay. Toggle behind buildings. That one already has a message. Okay. Letterbox. Letterbox. Oh, I guess that doesn't need a message, right? Yeah. Message text. Okay, already has. Motion blur zoom. I think that's visual. Doesn't need a text. Black and white view doesn't need. Green view does. Cycle lot level already has. Oh, I see there's an error here. Debug. Dynamic lot. Dynamic lot level. Maybe say LOD level. LOD level. Okay, toggle shadow volumes. I think this one we can add a message. Yeah. We say debug shadow volumes on, shadow volumes off, shadow volumes is on. Fog of war. Okay. Debug fog of war on, fog of war off, fog of war okay. Kill selection. Okay, that doesn't need kill all enemies. Lock camera to selection, doesn't need a message. Toggle sound. That one can get a message. Yeah. Debug sound on. Sound is on. Ah no, this is off. Sound is off. Sound is on. Okay. Toggle track maps. Make track marks. Track marks. That one needs this one here. All right. Then we can do on the global data. We say debug track marks on, track marks off. Track marks is off. Track marks is on. Water plane. Okay. If water plane debug water plane. Looks like this is just a bunch of monkey work that I'm doing here. Water plane is off. Okay, fair enough. Time of day. Okay, that one would be nice to get a message for. Time of day. Is there like a name for time of day? Set time of day. Does it have a name? Oof. Here. There's day here. There's an enum. Time of day names. Look at that. That's good. You can do something here. Okay, so this will need a format, and we say debug time of day, and we say time of day set to %s. Yeah, it's a single message. And so here we have the time of day. Yeah, if set time of day. If set time of day. What is this doing? Okay, then we have to move it up here. Then we say debug time of day. Time of day set to that, and then we have a const char, and there was a time of day names here. Time of day names, TOD. Is there like a helper function to this, or no? Just index into it, right? TOD. We say TOD name equals that. First, we do that. That should work. We can simplify this more. We can just put this here, and then we're done. Remove prereg. Okay. What is the problem here? Uncheck lower bound. Oof. Uncheck lower bound. Well, we can say if TOD is smaller than that. You can say if it's smaller or larger. That should fix it. Okay, remove prereg. Remove prereg. Or remove toggle. Toggle prereg. Ignore preregs. Okay, we need this here. We say local player is prereg. What was it? Already forgot. Ignore preregs. Ignores preregs. There we go. Then we say demo debug remove prereg on off. we just say use prereg off. Well, let's say ignore prereg on. How about that? Debug ignore prereg off. Ignore prerequisites. Jesus Christ. Ignore prerequisites. Okay. Instant builds. That also needs a message. Toggle instant builds. Builds instantly. Okay. Debug instant build on. Instant build off. Instant build is on. Next. Free builds for free. Debug free build on, free build off. Free. Okay, next. Toggle render, that we don't need. Add cache, that one is good. Okay, so builds for frame. We just say this is a single one. Yeah. Or we say debug add cache. Add cache. Add cache. Okay. All right. Next, run scripts. That one deserves a message, I think. Yeah. Debug run scripts. Run scripts %d scripts format. Okay. Yeah, I think that works. Key F script. Key F. Run scripts. Script key F. Run script. Okay. Kill area selection. Okay. What is this? Play objective movie. Yeah, I guess we can have a message. debug. Objective movie. Objective movie. This looks like a debug that can be removed, likely. Well, okay, whatever. Military subtitles. Okay, that looks. Use some innocuous string. Huh? Oh. I have no idea what that means. Duration. Debug. Military. I don't know how to deal with this. I won't be touching that. Okay, here we have metric. Okay. AI debug already has, yeah. Supply center placement, that has. This one has. Here we could maybe remove this. Doesn't matter. Particle debug. Particle debug. Debug display callback. Okay. Vision debug already has. This has. This has. Test surrender. I don't care. Battle cry. Okay. Toggle RV. Toggle movie capture. Okay. Debug stats. Audio debug. And statistical dump. Okay, looks like this is all well covered now. That's good. And now we need to do the cheat, right? As well. Message, what's it called? Cheats? Cheat. Okay, this looks very familiar here. Yeah, let's search for all message cheats. Okay, so we have run script, and this looks like a duplicate of the other one we have here. This one. So we take this guy and we just put it down here. Done. Special power delays is already covered. Switch teams. We don't have. Kill selection. Huh. There is a message. Append message. Okay, instant build, that one we have here. Yeah. Okay. Add cache. Add cache we have as well. Here. Add cache. give all sciences. That one already has. This one has as well. Show health already has. And this one has as well. Okay, looks like we have everything covered now. Maybe I forgot something. Maybe, but I think we covered probably most of the things. Yeah. Okay, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Okay, let's go through it and review this bullshit. Let me see if we have this one properly covered. Now, yeah. Let me compile this as well. Okay, so. Why is it all green now? What is this? Is it supposed to be green? I don't think it is supposed to be green. Oh, it probably thinks because of this here. Now it's fixed. Okay. Okay, so we have this. Yeah. Fog of War. Shadow volumes. Sounds. Track marks. Water plane. Time of day is set to that. Add cache. Okay, that looks good. Water plane, blah blah. Fog of War. Debug decrease slot, increase slot. Add cache. Instant builds. Run scripts. Yeah. I think this looks pretty good. Yeah. Let's give that a spin. Yeah. So we need, let's test add cache. Add cache. Oh, it's not here. Huh. Free build. We can test instant build. Alt F. Okay. Instant build is on, off. Very good. Let's test that. So, and instant build is done. This is how the game should work. Amazing. Super fast. Makes for really exciting matches. You can build your base in no time. Good. I actually wouldn't be opposed to adding like fun commands that people can enable in the lobby settings to just like have chaos games. You know, like host options to like do funny settings. Everyone builds instantly, or everyone has unlimited cache, or I don't know. As long as the game doesn't crash when everyone just builds like crazy, I think it could be funny. Yeah. At the end of the day, players just want to have fun. And if all players start with crazy rules, you know, players eventually will enjoy, right? Just fun matches. Yeah. Just crazy builds. Why not? I would play it. I think I would play it just to see how far it can go. Yeah. Okay. What else can we test? Let's test the remove prereg. Not found. Not found. Okay. Time of day. Let's test that. That definitely has a mapping. There it is. Control Shift D. Aha. Oof. Time of day set to Chinese. Chinese. Oh boy. Okay, that didn't went well. The error is it has to be HS. There we go. Fixed. Good that we tested that. What else can we test? Toggle water plane, I guess. RB bracket. I have no idea what that is. Yeah. Toggle sound. Control Shift S. Okay, that means I have no unit voices anymore. Yeah. And no sound actually. Well, I still hear birds. And the music I hear as well. I hear the ambient sounds, but no menu sounds. No units. Yeah. Do I hear shooting? No, no shooting. Okay, anything else we should test? I think the rest is pretty straightforward. Yeah. Okay, let me restart the game. Okay. There we go. There we go. Time of day set to afternoon. Evening. Night. Morning. Afternoon. Cool. 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 All right. Then I think that is covered. All right. Good. So, run script. Okay. Oof. Oof. What is this? Oh, it already is staged. That's why. Okay. Fills instantly. Yeah. Cache. Blah blah. Da-da. Trackmarks. Da-da. Okay. 0 hour at at UI messages for more debug commands. UI messages for more debug commands. Maybe we say, yeah, add UI messages for more debug commands. That looks good to me. And this one as well. Okay. Okay, so, and this will be advanced reword commit. And that will be add localizations to debug to, let's say, to UI messages for debug commands. Add localization to UI messages for debug commands. There we go. Okay, cool. Then we can push that. So this is gen zh polish UI messages for debug commands. Merge with rebase. To do replicate in generals. This change has two commits. The first adds the first commit adds localization labels to the existing UI messages for debug commands. And the second commit adds new UI messages for more debug commands. Adds new UI messages for more debug commands. This way there is more feedback and toggling this. Okay, labels, GUI, minor, and debug, and gen, and zh. Copy link address. Resolves this. Well, I hope it compiles in VC6. I don't know if it complains about this one here. Hopefully not. If it does, it would be pretty bad. Let me see. Is there any precedence to this? Oof, it's the first time we use that. Oof, this could be risky. Let me build that with VC6. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This might not compile, no? Let's see. Oh, that's not quite right. Dot VC6, but let's see. Uh-oh, there was something. Oh no, that's fine. Oh yeah, there's some error. Uh-oh, game text error. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Unexpected in macro. Oof. Oof. We can't have dot dot in macros. Oof. 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 Can we use dot 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 and VA args in VC6 compiler with dot 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 in macros and VAX? No, does not support ellipsis. Oh. 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 Is there an alternative then? Not allowed. Workarounds. Make a function. Not using macros at all. Macro overloading. Or for very limited cases, define multiple macros. Ah. Right. Yeah, we can do that. So essentially we would have to make a B, oh boy, B, A, B, C, D, E. Okay, maybe 5 is enough. A. Maybe we can do if C++ is less than CPP macros, less than, so it came with Windows 11, he says. Okay. and if. So here we would say dot 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 va args. Yeah. Dot 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 va args. Else and if. Okay. Okay, and then here we do fetch from A, B, B, C, C, D, D, and E. Should be good enough. Okay, let's see how that compiles. I see there's an error here. Maybe we should switch that to larger equal so that this goes higher, because this is the most likely place we look at, right? Larger equal, and the same here. Cool. Let's see if it builds with oof. There's some error. Previous definition, macro redefinition. All right. Right, you can't overload macros. Okay. Okay. How can we do this? can also add here another sample format. Substitute fallback text %d1. D1, 2. Oof. Right, so yeah, so the problem is this doesn't work. How do we do it? Not a lot of workarounds. Log2. We have to give it a different name. This is oops. There must be some way. I don't have a good idea. This would have been nice, but it doesn't work. Just for testing, let's flip this to smaller. Okay, so yeah. How can we do it? We can make it a function. Yeah, let's do the function then. Inline. It's not great, but I guess it's better than. No, that doesn't work. I can't do it and make it a function. Ugh. No, that doesn't work. Oof. Okay, that's a bit of a problem. Yeah, so either we come up here with different names. Failed. Yeah. Redefinition. Macro redefinition, yeah. Format. Substitute formats. Fetch format. Fetch format. Oh, by the way, this is not correct, right? It would have to be like this. I have another idea. What we can do is we can make an alias function here. Make an inline here. Add to do remove when abandoning VC6. Actually, we do put it down here. Smaller. Okay, then that means if it's, we do it like this. Yeah. So if it's larger equal than this, then we have this macro here. Otherwise, we have this inline function where we do void. No, not void. Return Unicode. And then fetch or substitute format. Let me take this here. I think we have to do add another function, format VA. And then we VA lists, args. Yeah. Let's do this larger equal for now. And then here we do, let's flip this all, flip these guys. Fetch a substitute format and substitute format, and then we have VA list args, VA start args, VA end args, and then we have to call this guy, this label, and substitute format and args, and then this one will be Unicode string str and return str. Yeah. Okay, and then here we can remove this again and this. Let's say a remove condition when abandoning. Remove function. Spikers. Alright. Okay, now we need to also implement this guy here. Here, format. VA. VA. So this will be VA lists, arcs. Then we go up here. And we go game text manager. Here. Here. We do virtual. We do that and label and arcs, and there we go. And then we go down here. Then we do that. Yeah. And that. Fix this. And then this one we can simplify with this. VA. By the way, this one should go behind this one. Yeah, and then here we have substitute format. And then Unicode string str equals that. Then here the formats and the arcs. Now we also have to pass a label. There we go. And then return str. There we go. Okay. That works, I think. Okay, so basically in VC6 builds it will behave a bit different here, but yeah, I don't know another solution. I guess it's fine. Yeah. Fetch or substitute format. Yeah. Okay, let's see if it compiles here for starters. Yeah. Okay, we should probably do also a little bit of reviewing here. Let's see. I think so. Index at this position contains the index of the last character that is not a space. Okay. Index is 2 and mdata2 is a character I want to string to stop after. Truncate 2. Well, it looks weird because here it would stop here. Get char at index. This white space. maybe the minus plus one stuff can be simplified by starting looping at index equals len, and then look at index minus one to test the white space char. Trim ends. Okay, so this one will compile here. Let's correct the conditions here. Okay, and then yeah, let's test this now in VC6 if that compiles. Okay, that works. Okay. How can we test it then? It's not in debug right now. We do debug crashing off and RTS debug build option debug on. And then build it. Okay. One function that calls examine multiple times that object is being null. Feels a bit random to remove some but not others. Okay, if I don't understand. I mean, they are obsolete null tests, so they can be removed. Yeah. As long as it does not cause mismatch, should be fine. The game would have crashed if any of these null checks were really necessary. Otherwise, the compiler would not emit this warning. Did you check if observer team chat would chat to former allies that have also turned observer? You know, who knows? Good. So we have built this. Yep. Then let's give that a quick spin. English. I think we can remove this here. Okay, solo play, skirmish, and basically we test time of day. There you go. Okay, it works. That works. Okay, cool. Then what we do is take all this garbage here. And this here. Okay. So this then should go to this one here. Create a fix-up commit. Yeah. Commit. Oof. Stash. Okay. Push. Polish UI messages for debug commands. Yeah, this changes 2 commits. The first commit adds localization labels. I had to do this because VC6 does not support variadic macros. also update the titles. Okay, cool. Okay, good. Okay, let me see which reviews are ready for merging right now. Maybe we can merge something. Yeah. Okay, we'll wait. What about this one? Needs to be replicated in generals. Check with some replays. No mismatches. Okay. Let me put a celebration here. Okay, let me replicate this in generals then. 5 days ago already. It feels like I did this yesterday. Right? Oh, time passes so fast. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fix thing templates. Okay, let's rebase on main. It's main latest. It's not latest. Pull rebase. Rebase. Okay. Oh. I didn't mean to rebase this one. Okay. I meant to rebase this here. Okay, so we have this guy. paste. Okay, and that's no conflicts. Okay. We say replicate in generals. Okay, I will push that. Okay. Replicate it in generals without conflicts. Okay. Good. I wonder, instead of quick start, maybe we should say shell map. Because it's not quick start that's causing the error, but it's a shell map, right? So we can say mod maps and shell map. Maybe we put this first, shell map, because that's a more pressing concern, right? That the shell map is causing mismatching. Right? I mean, it's literally the standard map that everyone who's not using quick start is loading into. So it's not quick start that is causing mismatch. Really, it's a shell map that is causing the mismatch, right? So quick start actually is better, right? Because mismatch won't put the client into this invalid state. It's a shell map that is doing that. Brand multiplayer mismatch with shell map and mod maps. And let's say with original shell map and custom maps. Shell map and custom maps. fix thing template copying to prevent multiplayer mismatch with original shell map and custom maps. Okay. Okay. Cool. Then I think I will leave it at that for this session. Yeah, it has been over 2 hours. Then I think next session we will maybe do some more reviewing and merging, and we need to look into the hero icon on radar issue when inside garrisons. Yeah, we introduced a bug that needs fixing. It's not a big bug, but yeah, it's a bad bug. Yeah. Good. We need to look into the pending reviews from Mauler, scroll speed, and the game text one. Can do that. Yeah. I think this one was ready, right? I think some fields are still being initial. Oh, that one still has an open investigation. Okay. Good. Then, yeah, I will continue with the next session. And I wish you a great day or night until next time. Goodbye.